What's up, everybody? It's your boy Herc coming to you with another episode of Afterlife where we talk about anything and everything that we feel like talking about today. Today is no different. We're going to reach in that bag of goodies and pull out another subject that we're going to dive into and talk a little bit more about. And today's no different. So let's do this. Today, we're going to talk about the first week in prison, for me at least. Um, we're going to start in county. You already got sentenced to prison time. You did your little court dates, whatever. You did your 3 to 6 months, however long it took you to get sentenced to prison. And now you'd got to do your COVID test or whatever. And in county, when you do your COVID test, that means you're going to the joint the next day. So I did my COVID test. I knew I was going the next day or whatever. And the next day, they wake you up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you go to the holding cell or whatever in county. And I had to wait 5, 6 hours, no pillow, no blanket, no nothing like that. You don't get that in county anyway. So, 5, 6 hours later, that's when the people who gave us a ride to RGC in Jackson, Michigan, regional something center. I can't remember. But it's RGC Jackson, Michigan. Look it up. It's on there. Um, and then we get a ride to RGC. So from there is when it takes about 2.5 hours to get there from the spot where I was at in Ottawa County. And by the 2.5 hour mark, we finally reach RGC, and there's the barbed wire, the fencing. It's exactly like how it sounds. Barbed wire fencing. There's two fence lines. The one where they check to see if you got bombs or anything under your trailer, your car, your van. We were in a van. And then you get past the second fence, which soon as that closes, that's reality for you. You ain't leaving until they take you out 30 to 60 days later to where you transfer to do the rest of your time. So from then on, you go to another holding area where they strip you butt naked, everything from boxers to undies to the clothes you came from county, your shoes, your flip flops, butt naked. They make sure you ain't got nothing under your privates in your butt, all that good stuff. They lift your mouth open, your tongue open. You gotta make sure nothing's in there. And then you get in a jumpsuit and they put you in another holding cell where you got to wait probably I had to wait, I think, another 4 to 5 hours. There's no clock, so we really didn't know, but it was a long time. It was definitely a long time. Then they finally dressed us out in our blues, our 3 tops, 3 bottoms, our 3 white tees, our 7 pairs of undies, our 3 pairs of socks, or no, 6 pairs of socks, and then our 2 winter hats, our winter jacket, our state shoes, our pairs of winter gloves, which aren't gloves, they were just freaking makeshift. I wish I had them, or I still got them too, but makeshift working gloves to keep your hands warm or whatever. They were shit. They were crap. But and then you go to your housing unit that they got on file for you. There's 1 south, 2 south, and 3 south. There was another, I think, 3 north that had all the COVID people in it, which was just on the other side of where I was at. I got 3 south. So when you take that first long walk from the holding to your housing area, everybody, just like in the movies, are like, ooh, look at him. Oh, I'm going to get him. Look at white boy over there. Look at him. I got homie over there. It's just like that. They are doing that. It's not even a joke. But then I got to 3 South was when all the people I was with went to 3 South. You gotta line up or you gotta fall in, they call it. And that's when they'll yell out your name. And they'll go, Hurt 808069, report. And I'd be like, yeah, that's me. They'd be like, yeah, that's me, sir. I'm sir to you. And they degrade you right away. So I'm like, yes, sir, that's me, Hurt 808069. And they're like, remember that and remember your number. That's who you are. Here's your tag. You're on fourth tier, cell 18. So they did that with everybody. They just went, okay, name, number, where you're going to lock at, all that good stuff. So the first day you get up to your cell, it's probably like 5, 6 o'clock at night. You're already tired because you just got woke up at 5, 6 in the morning that day. So you're ready to freaking pretty much go to sleep, but you ain't sleeping that first day because everybody's banging on their lockers, banging on their cell bars or whatever. And the best way I can describe how the housing unit looked is if you've ever seen Blood In, Blood Out or American Me, there's base, first, second, third, fourth. It's like a big, they call it the birdhouse because it looks just like a birdhouse. I was on the fourth tier. I went in my cell. I mean, luckily I had a pillow. You do get pillows in prison where I was at least. The mat was shitty. I mean, it wasn't like jail. It was like that thick. The mat was actually a pretty good mat, but you sink right into it. It doesn't form to your body. It's highly uncomfortable. So I tried to go to sleep, but it was too loud. I didn't sleep that first night because the loudness doesn't go down until about 10:30, 11. And it's still people that stay up all night, loud as hell, whatever. That was the first day. The second, third, fourth days, you're figuring out the routine, the breakfast chow, the lunch chow, the dinner chow. But you're locked down 24 hours a day. Besides 2 days out of the week, you get an hour out for yard. That's right, 2 days out of the week. So you're locked down 5 out of the 7 days for 24 hours a day. Besides lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then the other 2 days, you get an hour yard time where you can go use the phone or go work out for an hour or whatever. I always got on the phone to call my people, let them know I'm all right. So that went on for a good, day 1, 2, 3. I think the fourth or fifth day. I always get it mixed up. But the fourth or fifth day, I was in normal routine, 24 hours a day. You're in your cell. So I was working out. I was doing my thing. And we were just getting out for lunch. And there was a dude that just came in from the east side of the state, Metro Detroit area. He just got life in prison without the possibility of parole. So he got sent to my block or my rock, fourth tier, and we were just coming back from lunch or whatever, and dude dropped his bag or whatever. I think he was maybe in cell 15, cell 14 or whatever, so he was 4 cells before me, but he climbed over the little railings or whatever because there was like 1, 2, 3, I think 3 bars that held us from going over. Well, this dude climbed over those bars and jumped. Ended his life just like that. Got no possibility of parole. He was done. And you can use your imagination on what it looked like getting down there. And yeah, it was bad. It was horrible. About 2, 3 hours later was when they finally decided to let the paramedics and all the people in that took their pictures and did all their diagnosis and all that shit. What's messed up, though, is they didn't take the remains with them. They left. And they made the trustees at the time, trustees are the people that are inmates, but they work with the prison or whatever. And they got a job to make the time pass, whatever have you. They cleaned it up. They had biohazard bags, biohazard trash bags, whatever, and they cleaned it up. It was a pretty gruesome, nasty sight. That was the 4th or 5th day I was in there. The 6th or 7th day was when another cat from Detroit metro area, he was a Crip or a GD, and there's nothing but Bloods, Crips, GDs, Counts, Cobras, dude was a Crip or a GD. The Bloods got wind of it, and dude was just talking mad crap or whatever. Now you gotta remember though, where you're at or where I was at, rapists, murderers, chomos, child molesters, and then little crimes like mine, found in possession of a firearm, fleeing and eluding. Not too bad. That's nothing compared to what I was locked up with. But the RGC area is quarantine. That's with everybody's mixed in. That's where you stay for 30 to 60 days until you ride out to where you're going to do the rest of your time at. But the sixth or seventh day was when homie came in from Detroit metro area claiming Crip or GD, and the Bloods got wind of it, and he was talking shit to the wrong ones, and they came into the block third tier, and they took care of him. You can use your imagination. They got him, and they pulled him out in a body bag. Again, it took probably 2-3 hours for them to pull him out, and they pulled him out in a body bag, and they dragged him down the stairs like it was nothing. It was horrible. It was probably next to the fourth or fifth day. It was probably the worst week of my life that I could remember. Not good. Definitely, you're already sleep deprived. You're eating shitty food. You're getting used to the schedule because you're locked down. You're either working or you're locked down. There's no books in there either, unless you know somebody who's got books that's willing to trade with you or willing to give it to you to read. Like, other than that, you're by your lonesome in there, just hoping and praying the day is gonna end quick. So yeah, that was the first week that I was in there. Wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend it. It's definitely going to stay with me for the rest of my life. Don't go to jail. Don't do dumb shit to go to jail or get sentenced to prison, because that could be what you see in there. And I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. And I got to live with that for the rest of my life. So hopefully you guys like it. Subscribe. Share with a friend or whatever. My journey here is to share my experience, so maybe someone can learn from it that's in Michigan, that's about to go to prison or whatever, and just what they might be looking forward to. So like and subscribe, share it. My name's Hurt. Hopefully you guys have a good day. That's it. See you. Bye.